Welcome back to the Shared Security Podcast. And this week, we're discussing something straight out of the Jetsons, or maybe more like a Black Mirror episode. So meet the Neo 1X humanoid robot, a so-called household helper that promises to do your chores, but also raises a lot of questions about data, surveillance, and just how we should really trust an always connected robot wandering around our homes. So we're going to talk about what Neo can actually do or try to do, the privacy and cybersecurity risks of having a humanoid robot in your living room, and why it's definitely not quite the Rosie the Robot that we were promised from the Jetsons TV show.
Fine dinner, Jetson. Fine family. Enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh, gee, thanks, Mr. Spacely.
You got a light, Jetson?
Allow me, sir.
Ah, thank you, my dear.
You're welcome, sir.
Pineapple upside down cake, my favorite dessert. Very efficient maid you got here, Jetson. Maid?
Which also
I
brings
thought
up...
you were introducing me.
Not yet, Scott.
Oh, you're introducing
Not
the
yet.
robot. Oh,
yes,
okay,
I'm
sorry,
introducing
yes.
the robot,
Right,
which this also brings up, where is my flying car? Because I was promised a flying car.
That was my favorite part of the Jetsons, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And now joining me for this conversation is Scott Wright, who's as old as me, that actually we remember the Jetsons. Isn't that
Old
right?
as dirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Jetsons, one of my favorite. Actually, one of the first shows I ever saw in color.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That and the Flintstones. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those kind of went hand in hand. Flintstones, Jetsons,
Yep.
they may have been airing like one after another or something when we were kids. But I have fond memories of the Jetsons, and I think it's funny to me that a lot of people are comparing this Neo 1X robot to the Rosie the Robot, because it was really made to be the chore robot, right? And that's what Rosie did in the show in the Jetsons, right? It was cleaning up
Rosie
after the
was-
kids. It was, yeah.
She was more human than most of the people on the
Actually,
the
yes.
family.
Yeah, that's actually true. And I was watching some of the old cartoons, because who wouldn't want a Rosie, right? I mean, like, that is the whole point of, and I've had this conversation about AI and all these things, and like, that's what I really want. I mean, I have a Roomba now. I actually have 2 Roombas, and they do an okay job, but like, my Roomba can't climb up the stairs and clean different parts of my house. And like, if I had like a humanoid robot to handle these chores, right? Like, I'd sign up.
Yeah, I'm not sure you want to buy the first model, though, Tom.
No, I mean, besides that, it's $20,000.
Yeah.
Maybe a limiting factor, but I see what they're trying to do here. And so there was some videos that were released. They obviously have a website with different things that shows you what the robot does. There was a reporter from Wall Street Journal that did kind of their own video and interviewing the founder and actually showing the robot in use, which I find, and I don't know if you saw that video, Scott, of the dishwasher.
Yeah. You're gonna play it for us?
I am, actually. Here we go.
Load 3 items in the dishwasher. You got this, Neo. You got it.
This looks like when I'm 90.
Yeah, they asked to put 3 things in the dishwasher. It's painfully slow. And you feel like it's gonna drop them.
That's just, this is the best part.
Let me try that again.
Yeah. No, just can't do it.
One more time. No. There we go.
Almost.
No, not
That
quite.
took 5 minutes.
Oh, only 4 minutes and 56 seconds to put 3 things in the dishwasher.
Yeah, it was 5 minutes of that. So I would say not quite ready for prime time. And like I said, that is probably me when I'm 90 trying to load the dishwasher.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting first step, probably the first, realistic, maybe practical form factor of a robot that I've seen that actually looks like it might someday be able to do something.
I mean, it doesn't look like a Terminator, right? That's here to
Yeah.
destroy all humans. So, I mean, I will give it that. I kind of have some problems with the design of it. It's like, I don't know if you saw that it's like it's wearing like clothes, like a cloth, like kind of exterior. Yeah. And I just worry of, and it actually has like gloves that it wears. Yes. Yeah. And I'm just thinking, like, somebody made a comment, I think it was like on Blue Sky or something, they were talking about like, well, what happens when he opens up a jar of spaghetti sauce and tomato sauce goes all over their hands that are gloves, and then they get tomato sauce everywhere all over your kitchen, and like you could see the
it's the Roomba and the dog poop all over again. Yeah.
Yes, or I mean, we have that problem now. I mean, a Roomba runs over dog poop, and now you have dog poop all over your house. So it's just
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, there's a whole bunch. I mean, what if it not tomato sauce? What if it's honey? You know, like how honey on the outside of the jar gets all sticky,
you imagine?
Or whatever. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
So besides the fact of like, okay, this is not ready for prime time, I think this is a good segue into, well, how does it get ready for prime time? How does this robot learn? And what the company has said is that they will actually have a human behind the scenes that will essentially will take control of the robot and learn the various tasks that need to happen in your house, like loading the dishwasher or vacuuming or doing these different tasks. So it can learn. I mean, and this is no different than how we feed LLMs with data today, right? That's how LLMs learn, and they get better. And so, of course, like, this makes sense to me. But what this opens up from a privacy perspective, right, is now you have a guy controlling a robot in your private residence. And of course, they say things like, when the operator is looking through the view that the robot has, humans are actually blurred out. So you can't see who the people are. They've put in some whatever privacy protections, but
right.
Again, like, we've seen a lot of these instances of like companies putting in privacy protections and they either don't work, they get bypassed, they're not quite ready. The technology isn't quite working as they say it is, because all of this is beta. Right. I mean,
but don't worry. I saw the creator saying, you know, there's several layers of security and safety in this, you know, like, don't worry about it dropping something heavy on you or burning you with something, or
it's the same thing of when, you know, vendors say we're using enterprise grade encryption.
Yeah, we're using TLS.
Yeah. And then just like when I think it was like Sony or somebody came out, released the DVD, and they said, oh, it's all encrypted using enterprise level grade encryption, and it ended up being something proprietary that was super easy to bypass. And, you know, we've seen this story many times. So
So I think you're right. I mean, the whole training phase for this stuff has its own privacy issues, but then there's, you know, the steady state operational issues of where's the data going, you know, and, you know, you get to trust and rely on something to do these things, and then somebody figures out an exploit, right? They come into your robot, and all of a sudden you're wandering around your house.
I think actually one of the most concerning things that people should worry about is like what just happened with Amazon AWS. And there were reports of those Sleep Number beds that just stopped working, and because they couldn't connect anymore to the cloud. Could you imagine a robot in the middle of some task and it just like falls over and you know, like it's dead, or just freezes because it can't connect to US East 1 and AWS, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine like all of these things have to be, from a design perspective, I think, taken into consideration.
Gives a whole new meaning to why were you late? Well, the traffic was bad.
Yeah.
The internet traffic slowed me down because I couldn't get from this room to that room.
Right. Or, you know, your humanoid robot gets hacked, and then now you have somebody that's continuously monitoring and watching you, but also, and I love the point in the video where she says, so could the robot actually like drop a large heavy object on me while I'm sleeping? The founder goes, is the robot capable of doing that? Yes. Will the robot do that? No. You're like, well, wait a minute. You just said yes. It can do it. So what's to prevent it
can
from
be
not
done,
doing it?
It will be done.
Yeah. So now you really have the situation of robots trying to kill us in our sleep. So, but all fun aside,
But they're cute looking, so.
I don't know about cute. I was a
Well,
little
they're not as creepy as they could be, I think. Yeah, I mean, they definitely don't look like a factory robot, right? So it's
true.
more,
I mean, I see what they did, like with the aesthetic of it. I see where they're going with that, but I don't know. I don't know if this first version is really going to catch on. I mean, first of all, the price point is well beyond most
$20,000,
normal
yeah.
people, so I don't see this as a possibility. But
the technology will definitely get
Yes.
refined, and the price will definitely come down. So, it's like I said, I think it's maybe the first plausible one that I've seen. But
yeah, I know Tesla is working on their own. There's other companies that are going to be coming out with their own. It reminded me of an episode we did a long time ago where, do you remember the Amazon dog that Kevin ended up buying one? It was like a Alexa dog enabled like pet or something.
I do not remember that. No.
Yeah, Kevin actually bought one, and because he's all about buying all these new things. Maybe he will buy the 1X Neo. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him next time he's on the show. Whatever happened to the?
We should get Sora to create one like speaks like Kevin, but it looks like the Neo.
Maybe. I don't know. But there you have it, folks. Maybe we will see a robot Rosie one day, and all of our dreams will come true, and we won't have to do any chores in our house anymore.
Won't that be the day?
Yeah, to make life easier, right? But I don't know. Right now, it's just not going to happen, and we'll have to go back to our poor human labor.
Yeah, parts will be expensive for those things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, parts are expensive for a Roomba too.
Oh yeah.
I know this. Yeah, I have 2 of them. What's interesting is like you can buy all these third-party parts for them.
Right.
Like especially on Amazon, you can get like not necessarily knockoffs, but they're not the Roomba brand.
Somebody does 3D printed the parts for it.
Yeah, and yeah, I would assume for any robot, just like anything else, people are going to make modifications. Yeah, I mean, jailbreak your robot. All of that is going to be. That's again, I think where I get into the danger part of it, right? Because like you're talking about, I think in the video they said it can lift up to like 200 pounds or something, right?
Yeah, technically it can lift 200, but it's limited to 55 or 60 or something like that. I can't remember. I think it was 55 pounds, but yeah.
Yeah. There's some specific controls they put in place to prevent death by robot. So
Which will be more frequent on our news stories eventually, I think.
eventually, yeah, we'll be reporting one day. So the 1X killed yet another innocent citizen. But then we're really talking about the rise of the machines at that point. So.
Yeah. Do you ever do battle bots with your 2 Roombas?
No, but that's a great idea. I have tried to get my cats to actually ride the Roomba, and they were not interested at all. Yeah, unlike those videos you see on TikTok, and they just either have very well-disciplined cats that are able to do that, or they are AI generated, which I've seen too on Sora. I've seen lots of cats on Roombas. So, well, anyway, I think it's a good time to end the podcast today. Cats on Roombas. So
there we go.
Yep. Good times. Well, thank you all for listening. And as always, stay safe, stay secure, and stay private. Thank you for watching or listening to this episode. Be sure to subscribe wherever you like to get your podcasts. Visit sharedsecurity.net for merch, previous episodes, and more. If you'd like to help support the podcast, join our Patreon to get ad-free episodes and many more exclusive supporter-only benefits. Visit sharedsecurity.net/supporter for more details.